today we're going to talk about rotation. Okay? And all rotation is, it means to turn your figure. Okay? That's all rotation is. So when we think about rotation, it rotates in degrees. So it can rotate 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees, okay? These are the main rotations that we always deal with, all right? So let's look at our images. We're going to do 4 examples on rotation. One of each. We're going to do one of 90 degrees, one of 180, one of 270, one of 360, okay? So we have our 90-degree rotation. Again, this is our rule. So your rule when it's 90 degrees is, it starts off as X, Y. X stays the same, it goes to the back. Y changes and move forward. So the very first thing we need to do is write down our ordered pairs. So we have L, that's at what? -1, 4. We have M, that's at -4, 1. And we have S, that's at -2, -2. This is our pre-image. Okay. So here, I want you to get a different color pen. I'm going to take pink. That is my favorite color. And we're going to list out. I have L with the apostrophe, M with the apostrophe, S with the apostrophe. That just lets me know that these points will be my new image. Okay? So our rule says -y, comma, X. So we're using the same numbers, we're just flipping them. So our Y changes. So if it's positive, it becomes negative. If it's negative, it becomes positive. So this says -y, comma, X. So let's look at L. We have -1, 4. So our Y changes. So it's +4, it's going to become -4, and it comes to the front. Our X goes to the back, but it stays the same. Okay? So let's look at M. Our Y is 1. When we bring it to the front, it becomes -1. Our X is -4. We bring it to the back and we leave it alone. Our S is -2. We bring it to the front, the sign changes. Our X is -2. It stays it goes to the back and stays the same. So this is our new image. And now we're ready to plot it. So we're going to plot L. We go over -4, -1, down. This is L. M, -1, -4. S, 2, -2. So if you look at our pre-image and our new image, all we did was just turned it. We turned it one time, 90 degrees. That's how we got it here. Guys, when you go and you start plotting your points and you plot it and your new image doesn't have the same shape as your pre-image, something is wrong. Just start back over from the beginning, okay? So now, let's look at rotation 270 degrees. So when it's 270 degrees, your Y comes to the front, but it stays the same. Your X goes to the back and it changes. So we have our same figure, same points, LMS. L is at -1, 4. M is at -4, 1. S is at -2, -2. This is our what? Pre-image. Take our different color pen. Okay? So Y comes to the front, but it stays the same. So when we look at our L over here, it was -1, 4. So Y comes to the front, so that's 4. Now X changes. If it's positive, it becomes negative. If it's negative, it becomes positive. So our X is what? Negative. So when we write it, it becomes a +1. So look at M. Y stays the same. So we have 1, comma. Our X changes. So this is -4, so it's going to change to +4. And it now moves to the back. So we go to S. Y comes forward and stays the same. So it stays -2. X goes to the back and changes. So it was negative. It becomes now a positive. This is our new image. So we're going to apply it. 4, 1. This is L. M is 1, 4. S, -2, 2. So we turned it. We initially turned it 90. So that was 1 turn. We turned it to 270, so that was 2 turns. So let's look at 180. Okay. So 180, your rule is X, Y, -X, -Y. So they stay in the same spot, they signs just change. So we're going to write it down. LMS. I want you to write your order pairs and tell me if you got the same order pairs that I get, okay? So bam, that's what I got. If you didn't get what I got, pause the video. Go back, see where you may have messed up at. This is our pre-image. So we take our different color. our rule states that X and Y changes. So if it's positive, it becomes negative. If it's negative, it becomes positive. That's what I mean by changes. They stay in the same exact position. They just signs change, okay? So at L, our X was -1. So then when we rewrite it, it becomes +1. Our Y was +4. When we write it, it becomes -4. Same thing for M. It was -4. It becomes positive. That was a +1. It becomes a -1. This was a -2. Oops. That becomes a +2. This was a -2. It becomes a +2. So let's plot it. We're going to go 1, -4. That's L. We're going to go M4, -1. We're going to go S2, 2. So our last but not least rotation, 360. So everything is write your points. So L is -1, 4. M is -4, 1. S, -2, 2. -2, -2. So if you notice, your rule for 360 says what? X, Y, X, Y. Guys, 360 means you're back where you started. It's a complete circle. So guess what? From your pre-image, the points on your new image is the exact same thing. Nothing changes. So this is still -1, 4. -4, 1. -2, 2. -2. So you're going to plot them. Just L, M, S. Okay, so if you go back and look, this was turned 90. This one was turned 180. This one was turned 270. 360. All right, I want y'all to practice some of these on your own.